on here? I was still focused on the heat wave before I came up on here in the UK. Now, I don't know, it got me really, really thinking. Knowing that Spain and France is like big time, Europe period, but France and Spain, big time uh, conquistadors, or how can I say that? Like the big time terrorists, like well known terrorists. I don't know how to put that any better. Went around the world and have taken over countries and made their language that in that country. So we knew that they've conquered many lands, but in a very horrible way. Okay, we understand the truth. We understand the lies. We understand that they've stolen a lot of truth and stolen a lot of things. So we know that there's a lot of muddy hands there. So I was trying to figure out what's going on with this heat wave. You know, why is the sun so similar? There's a lot of black people in Europe. Okay, there's a lot of African people in Europe that are not afraid of no sun. But for some reason, they're even complaining of this sun is different, that it's scorching and it's not good. So I don't know if this is what government extracted type of sun, or is this the divine mother evening out the playing field? I'm also seeing Europe turning into the desert, like Sahara Desert. I'm seeing like Europe. It's almost, and it's very funny because the the chosen ones, the ancient ones, the ancient beings of this land are awakening up. Okay, they're awakening up, and while the ancient beings are awakening up, um, the original land, or the land mass of many melanated individuals, are now backing up their money with actual minerals, oils, and things of that nature. It's not just tender. It's not just a piece of paper like in European places, okay, where they don't really have nothing to back up their money. Um, so now wealth is being restored back to its rightful owner. That's what I'm getting from this. That now that the beauty and everything that was taken is now being sent back and restored back to its rightful place, to back to the rightful owner, back to the rightful families. I honestly believe that. That I know that the heat wave, it could be nothing compared to what was taken. I understand. All right. Thousands of lives, millions of lives taken. It is nothing compared to that. We know that. But I feel like I feel like the terrain being changed, things being changed for a long period, you're going to see how the world is going to reset itself for real. Okay. I'm seeing that now. I'm seeing that the European countries that were back with no tender are not going to have nothing. They're going to have to go to Africa for everything. Like Africa is going to be the hub. They're getting back their greenery, and Europe is getting, they're losing their greenery. And even places in I don't know. I'm just assuming. Okay, this is all an assumption because it just looks like that. I just see them being sucked dry of everything that they've taken, and restoration happening. Okay, I feel like the divine mother is now bringing in true karma. Okay, honestly, so it's now time. It's now time, I feel. um with this heat wave, it's just only, you know I feel like it's only going to persist. Let me see, hold on one second, I want to see, because I never pulled any cards out yet, but I did want to. Yeah, it's like it feels like it's only going to persist with this heat wave situation. I feel like in a longer version, as far as looking around 5 to 10 years from now, of how the climate will look. So even though this may be like a little bit like a flare, but then next year might be worse, and the year after, there is a purging going on. Remember, the original Moors are the real origin of that land of Europe. Okay, the Moors, yes, they did take over that land in the Dark Ages, but they're all up and down that B. Okay, and that they don't explain that to the average person. They don't know that. That Europe was ran by black people for a long period of time and was restored. You could even see by the architecture of who was really truly running everything. Okay, so it gives me the it's like it's almost giving me like that little girl to go to the bear house. You know, the three little bears or something like that. The girl and the three little bears, when she go to somebody's house and eating everybody's porridge. That's the energy I'm getting. Like she's finally getting kicked the fuck out. She's being sent home. All right, stop eating the damn people's porridge. That's the energy I'm getting right now. It's not. It's like you've been caught red-handed. You've been caught red-handed. We are tired of you eating our porridge. All right, now we're gonna take everything back and send your monkey ass back to your mama's. That's what I'm getting. It's okay. It's okay, Pookie. Yeah, this is swift judgment right now. Swift judgment, and I advise for the chosen to discern this time. Okay, as you can see, a lot of individuals in a lower timeline are going through a lot worse things, and a lot of individuals in a higher timeline are getting blessed immensely fast because they understand. Okay, um, so I advise you guys to get your mind right. Okay, glass half full. All right, glass half full. Think that way. Um, I'm not saying in a purgatory type of sense, like, oh, Christ is coming, and I don't mean it in that way because Christ consciousness is already here. All right, we're already here. So it's now evolving. Things are going to be changing, and it's going to change very quickly. Um, but this is restoration time. Things are being uh resolution, like resolved. I heard things are being resolved on a mass scale. So understand what's going on. Understand what's going on. Pay attention to the times. But then there's a lot of distractions as well. And so a lot of distractions that people don't even know what's truly going on. You got the World Cup, you got all this other stuff, and you don't even know that 1,000 people dying in over a heat stroke and heat wave. Everybody's so busy watching the damn World Cup. So this is the biggest distraction ever, and there's so much happening. I remember when I did see about the crown, about the World Cup and the crown, and seeing um, spirits leaving or something being lifted from that. You know, it's kind of crazy because with the heat wave, it'll be the same thing where your spirit would be lifted out of there because it's so hot. Um, I hope that you guys do stay safe out there. Okay, stay strong, stay safe, stay hydrated. Okay. Don't go anywhere if you don't need to go. All right. There's another job. There's another place. You do not kill yourself over $1. Take your ass in the house. Okay. Figure out another plan and another budget if it's necessary. If you are not capable of being out there, please do not. And if the house is too hot, go buy a tent and go in the backyard. Do something. All right. Make it work. All right. Stay strong. Stay safe, y'all. Adios.